Welcome to the second episode of our Portugal N2 trip.
But it's so good to see you.
Oh shit.
We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you.
Clear.
Roundabout, take first exit on exit. Yeah. Oh, they're wide open, aren't they?
Not by a lot. I'm still clear.
It's just us two, me and you. I can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky.
We've made it all the way down to Lamego, and if you look there in the distance at the top of 686 steps is a monastery or a church. I'm not 100% sure. Joe will give you some facts about it later on. But anyway, those 686 steps are not going to walk themselves. Let's get on with it.
Yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day. Yeah. So hold me tight through the night.
I'm not even out of breath yet. Look, it's 686 steps. Piece of cake.
This sanctuary has an impressive church at the top of the 668 steps, some 600 metres above the town. This labour of work took over 100 years to complete and started in 1777. Every year on September the 8th, thousands of people make the pilgrimage up the steps to the church, many on their knees.
682, 683, 684, 685, 686.
Okay. Final flight. Am I going to make it? Let's just see. And I'm not going to show you what I look like right now because honestly, I'm a sweaty mess. Oh, so close. So close. I can do it.
Oh, I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me.
Oh my God. There's a car park there.
Just feel so lucky. I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you.
The first thing on this morning's itinerary was to find the funicular. Now the reason we wanted to find the funicular is because we're going up to the cathedral, and it's right the way up there. Unfortunately, as with most things in Portugal, it's closed. So it looks like we're on our own, and once again going uphill.
city of Viseu has a lot to offer, with a cathedral in the monumental square at the highest point of the city, as well as charming narrow streets in the city itself, each one with different architecture, and they seem to go on forever. You can still see the medieval arches that once surrounded the city, as well as beautiful windows and arched doorways which appear unchanged. Like all European cities, the streets are lined with bars and restaurants. We would love to spend more time here, but we need to move on to our next stop. Just before we arrive at the town of Tondela, there is a disused railway line, and also this would have been one of the stations along the route, and they've turned it into an eco route. It goes for 49 kilometres, this cycle path, footpath, and along the way they've used all these old train stations for various purposes. I'm not really too sure what this one's used for, but some of them have been turned into restaurants, cafes, and just over here I've noticed is a bike wash, a bit like a car wash for your push bike. How cool is that? Oh, you can pump your tyres up as well. What a fabulous idea.
This is one of the abandoned train stations and ticket offices, and even though it's abandoned, if you look round to the left, you've still got electric charging points for cars. There you go, the old and the new. Good morning. What a fantastic night's sleep. It was so dark, so tranquil out here. As you can see this morning, we haven't got a sunrise to speak of, but we had a beautiful sunset last night. If I turn you around slightly, you can see there's a few boats there in the background. But this is a beautiful place. The only thing I can hear right now are the birds tweeting, and the sausages are sizzling because Joe's doing a sausage sandwich this morning. If I just turn you around, you'll notice that we were a couple of vans last night, all sharing the same experience. And if you look there just in the distance, you'll see we've got a little restaurant just there. So we're going to pop up there this morning and have a coffee before we leave.
Oh, lovely, thank you.
Okay, I think we're sorted. We've just had a little chat and we've formulated a little bit of a plan for today. Before we leave this idyllic spot, I mean, you saw where we stayed last night. We've had a quick coffee this morning, so we're heading off and obviously continuing our journey down south. Joe says we're going to go across a big dam apparently, so we'll stop off at the dam and see how spectacular it is, or isn't, we don't know. But today's main focus is we're off down to find some windmills. and apparently there's a whole chain of windmills that are supposed to be quite spectacular. So we'll go and have a look at those. You'll see the footage later if they're worth looking at. As for that, after that, really, we don't know. But as we're travelling on down, Jo's going to be doing a little bit of Googling, a bit of Wikipediaing, and hopefully... Wikipediaing, that's a word. And hopefully she'll find some fascinating facts and a little bit something else to go and see as we continue south. So anyway, stay tuned and we'll catch up with you later on.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, we found the dam I was so eager to find. What a spectacle. Go. It's only the first bit, isn't it? Continue for 1 kilometre. There's a hole there. There.
We made it all the way up to the windmills. Obviously they build windmills where it's windy. But to be fair, it looks like we're on top of the world here. And it was a challenging drive, but Trev made it. There he is. Clutch didn't appreciate it too much. Jo was screaming. But we got here. Now what we've got to do is try and get down, because they are single track roads, very narrow, very, very steep.
Our new travel companions decided to try an alternative route up to the windmills, which I wish we had done when we were about halfway up that single track road. They did finally make it to the top, and it wasn't until the following day when sharing photographs that we realised that we'd visited different windmills. We hope you enjoyed part 2 of our N2 journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the bell, and catch up with us in part 3.